Well, hello, thank you for inviting me, and hello to all my friends and neighbors in Latin America. This issue is a very serious issue here in the United States because it comes to an issue of states' rights, the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, and enforcement by the federal government. The laws by the federal government apply to all 50 states. When President Obama says that the law will not be enforced, then he forces the states to enact laws to protect their own sovereignty and their own people in each state. So now each of the 50 states has to turn around now and apply a law that will protect their citizens and their economy. Those who make a comparison of Jim Crow to this particular law really do not understand what Jim Crow is about. To put it simply, in the days of Jim Crow means that if a black man and a white man wanted to get on a public bus, the black man had to sit in the back of the bus and the white man could sit in the front of the bus. Both can get on the bus legally. What this law is about is that to enter this country, you have to enter this country in accordance with the law, the federal law and the state law. No, from my perspective as a national security professional, from the perspective of a national security professional, it's not tough enough. What we're talking about here is that the law is already in place. The problem is enforcement of the law. What we're talking about is national sovereignty, the protection of one's borders. When you leave your home in the morning to go to work, you lock your door. When you park your car, you lock your car. Is it unreasonable that a state or a country secure its own borders and be responsible for that? Everyone is free to come to the United States of America. We have one of the most liberal immigration and migration policies in the world. All we're asking for is that the laws be respected, the laws on the books be respected. No. Well, sir, first of all, I am a Latino, so I understand perfectly what you're talking about. So with all due respect, the law does not say that someone is going to stop, the police are permitted to stop anyone simply for looking Latino, all right? What they're talking about is if someone gets stopped in the conduct of breaking the law, then the police can also check to see the migration status of that individual. Also, there is not only a problem of Latinos who are in the country illegally. There are many people who come here by airplane from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from everywhere around the planet and overstay on their visas. So it is not unreasonable for a state to enforce the law that they have on the books, especially if they're forced to do so by the powerful hand of the federal government. If the State Department is not enforcing visa laws and they're not enforcing the laws on the book, then it's quite reasonable for one to protect their sovereignty of their states. It is unfair to even suggest that just because someone looks Latino, that they're automatically going to be rounded up and herded into jails and like this. This is a very, very false premise, and I take quite exception to that. And I also ask whoever is making those accusations to prove it. Actually prove it. And then you can talk about something like this. But however, the sovereign states of the 50 states have every right to protect their own sovereignty according to the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, and the federal government should enforce the laws on the books. I'm sure that there is no country on the planet that permits an invasion of 50 to 60 to 70 million people over their borders who are unaccounted for. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you. We done?